The alien ship drifted silently through deep space, sending out a desperate SOS signal. Their home planet was dying, and they had no other choice but to ask for help. The message was clear and urgent, but as days passed, no response came. Then, finally, a reply arrived, but it was not what the aliens expected. The message was cold and harsh. No help would come, only death and destruction. The Deathworlders had heard the SOS, but they were not diplomats or peacekeepers. They were merciless warriors, and their ships were already moving toward the alien world, ready to destroy everything in their path. The alien leaders panicked. They quickly gathered their forces, knowing that they were no match for the Deathworlders' brutal power. Some hoped that maybe the message was a bluff, but fear filled every corner of their cities. The countdown to war had begun. As the enemy fleet appeared on the horizon, strange signals came from an unknown source. Was this a new ally or another trap? The aliens had no time to decide. Suddenly, the Deathworlders launched their first attack, striking without warning. The skies burned with explosions, and many innocent lives were lost. But the aliens refused to give up. A hidden secret from their past might turn the tide of the battle. If they could unlock it in time, they could stop the destroyers and save their world. But the clock was ticking, and the enemy was ruthless. Would the aliens survive the nightmare they had called for help? Or was this the end of their hope? The war was only beginning, and the true danger had yet to reveal itself.
The alien world was still trembling from the first brutal attack. Cities lay in ruins, smoke rising like dark fingers into the sky. Leaders met in secret, their faces pale with fear. The Deathworlders showed no mercy. They sent a clear message: no peace talks, no diplomats, only total destruction. The aliens knew they had to act fast, but their weapons were weak and their armies scattered. As the enemy fleet grew closer, strange transmissions began to crackle over the aliens' communication systems. The messages were scrambled and hard to understand, but one thing was clear: help might come from somewhere unexpected. A mysterious ship appeared near the borders of their space, silent and unmoving. The aliens debated: should they trust this unknown visitor or prepare for another deadly assault? Meanwhile, panic spread among the people. Many tried to flee, but the Deathworlders controlled all exit points. Fear turned into anger. A young alien soldier, tired of waiting for orders, took a daring step. He sneaked into the enemy's camp at night, hoping to find information or a weakness. What he discovered shocked him. The Deathworlders were hiding something terrible, an ancient weapon capable of destroying entire planets. Back on the alien homeworld, hope was fading. The leaders faced impossible choices: fight a losing battle, trust the unknown visitor, or surrender and face certain death. The war was no longer just about survival. It was about uncovering secrets and facing terrifying truths. The countdown to the final confrontation was on. The aliens braced themselves for what was coming next, knowing that every second counted and the enemy was closer than ever.
The alien soldiers gathered quietly in the dim war room, their faces filled with worry. The news from the young scout was worse than anyone had imagined. The Deathworlders' secret weapon was unlike anything they had ever seen, a device that could wipe out entire cities in seconds. Panic rose, but the leaders knew they had to stay calm. They needed a plan, and fast. As the enemy fleet moved closer, strange signals from the mysterious ship grew stronger. The aliens decided to send a small team to investigate. The team approached the silent ship with caution. Inside, they found no weapons, only strange technology and signs of advanced life. Was this a friend or another enemy? The suspense grew as they tried to communicate, but the ship stayed quiet. Back on the home planet, people prepared for the worst. Families hid in shelters while soldiers trained day and night. The air was thick with fear and hope. Suddenly, a message came from the mysterious ship, an offer to help fight the Deathworlders. But help came with a price. The aliens had to trust strangers whose true intentions were unknown. As the Deathworlders launched another attack, the alien leaders had to decide, could they accept this risky alliance and stand a chance against the ruthless enemy, or would trusting the unknown bring even greater danger? Time was running out, and the fate of the alien world hung by a thread. The battle for survival had entered a new, uncertain stage, full of mystery and danger. The sky darkened as the Deathworlders' fleet returned with full force. Their ships moved like shadows, blocking out the stars and bringing fear to every alien heart. Explosions ripped through cities, sending shockwaves that shattered windows and shook the ground. The aliens fought bravely, but their weapons were no match for the Deathworlders' advanced technology. Amid the chaos, the mysterious ship revealed itself. It moved swiftly between the battle lines, shielding some alien forces from destruction. The aliens watched in awe and hope, but questions remained. Who were these newcomers? Could they really be trusted? Every second was filled with tension and fear. In the middle of the battle, the young soldier who had discovered the secret weapon led a daring mission. He and his team sneaked into an enemy stronghold, aiming to destroy the deadly device before it could wipe out more planets. The journey was dangerous, filled with traps and enemies around every corner, but failure was not an option. Meanwhile, back home, alien families hid in shelters, praying for their loved ones. The leaders sent messages of hope, urging everyone to stay strong. The war was brutal, and the Deathworlders showed no signs of stopping. But the aliens' courage burned bright in the darkest moments. As the battle raged on, a shocking event changed everything. The secret weapon was destroyed, but at a heavy cost. The aliens' greatest hope and their darkest fear were now closer than ever. The war was far from over, and the true fight for survival had just begun. As the dust settled from the fierce battle, the alien leaders faced a difficult truth. The secret weapon was destroyed, but the Deathworlders were far from defeated. Their anger had only grown, and now they sought total revenge. The mysterious ship stayed close, offering help, but remaining silent about its true intentions. The aliens wondered if this strange ally was a blessing or a new danger waiting to strike. Amid the destruction, whispers spread of a hidden power deep beneath the alien planet's surface. Legends spoke of an ancient technology that could turn the tide of the war. Some believed it was just a myth, but desperate times called for desperate measures. A team of brave explorers was sent to find this lost power, hoping to unlock its secrets before the Deathworlders could launch their next attack. Meanwhile, tension among the alien people grew. Fear mixed with hope as families struggled to rebuild what was lost. Soldiers trained harder, their eyes filled with determination, but trust was fragile. The mysterious ship's silence raised suspicion, and some leaders feared they had made a terrible mistake by accepting its help. As the explorers ventured into the planet's dark, dangerous caves, strange sounds echoed around them. Shadows moved in the corners of their vision, and eerie whispers filled the air. The deeper they went, the more they realized they were not alone. Something ancient and powerful watched them, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Back above ground, the Deathworlders prepared for a final strike. The war had become a race against time, with both sides fighting not just for survival, but for control of a secret that could change everything. The fate of the alien world hung in the balance, and the next move would decide who would live and who would be lost forever. Deep beneath the alien planet's surface, the explorers moved cautiously through narrow tunnels carved by time. Their lights cut through the darkness, revealing ancient symbols etched into the walls. Each step echoed like a warning, and the air grew colder. They knew the legends might be true. Something powerful slept here, something that could save their world or destroy it all. Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath their feet. A hidden chamber opened before them, glowing with a strange blue light. In the center stood a mysterious device, humming softly with energy. The explorers exchanged nervous glances. This was the ancient technology they had heard about, but no one knew how to use it or what it might do. Back on the surface, tension soared as the Deathworlders prepared their final assault. The aliens scrambled to ready their defenses, but hope was fragile. The mysterious ship remained nearby, its true purpose still unknown. Some leaders wanted to cut ties, fearing betrayal, but others argued they had no choice. Inside the chamber, one explorer reached out to touch the device. A sudden surge of energy filled the room, sending sparks flying. The device awakened, and strange images flooded the explorers' minds. Visions of past battles, warnings, and secrets lost to time. It was clear this power was alive, connected to the planet itself. Outside, the first Deathworlder ships entered the planet's atmosphere, darkening the sky. The ancient power was the aliens' last hope, but unlocking its full potential would take time, a luxury they did not have. The fate of the alien world rested on a knife's edge, and the next moments would shape the future forever. The Deathworlders' ships filled the sky, their engines roaring like thunder. The alien forces prepared for the final battle, hearts pounding with fear and hope. The mysterious device beneath the planet pulsed with energy, sending waves of power that seemed to strengthen the defenders. Yet no one knew how long this protection would last. The alien leaders gathered to decide their strategy. Some wanted to attack head-on, while others urged caution. Trust in the mysterious ship was fragile, but its presence had kept the Deathworlders at bay so far. The young soldier who had uncovered the secret weapon joined the leaders, sharing vital information that could turn the tide. As the battle began, the skies exploded with light and fire. Alien ships clashed with Deathworlder destroyers in fierce combat. The air was filled with the sounds of explosions and cries of courage. The ancient device sent bursts of energy to the alien fighters, giving them strength and hope. In the chaos, the explorers continued their work underground, trying to unlock more of the device's power. Every moment counted. The young soldier led a daring attack to capture a key Deathworlder command ship, hoping to end the war quickly. But the Deathworlders were ruthless. They launched a surprise attack on the explorers' base, forcing a desperate fight for survival. The war's outcome was uncertain, and every side faced danger and loss. In this desperate hour, the aliens learned that survival depended not only on power, but on trust, courage, and sacrifice. The final battle had begun, and the fate of their world hung in the balance. The battle raged on with fierce intensity. Explosions lit up the dark sky as alien and Deathworlder ships clashed violently. The ancient device pulsed beneath the surface, sending waves of energy that helped shield the alien forces, but its power was fading fast. The aliens knew they could not hold out much longer without a miracle. The young soldier and his team fought bravely, pushing forward to reach the enemy command ship. They faced fierce resistance, but every victory brought hope to their people. Meanwhile, the mysterious ship stayed close, its true purpose still unclear. Some began to suspect it had its own plans, watching silently as the war unfolded. Deep underground, the explorers unlocked new powers from the ancient device. Light filled the chamber as energy surged, granting new weapons and shields to the alien defenders. But the cost was high. Some explorers were injured or lost as they pushed deeper into the planet's secrets. Suddenly, a new threat appeared. The Deathworlders released a hidden weapon, unlike anything the aliens had seen. It tore through their defenses, causing chaos and destruction. Panic spread, but the aliens refused to give up. In the midst of battle, the mysterious ship finally revealed itself. It launched an attack against the Deathworlders, tipping the scales. The aliens watched in shock and relief. Was this the ally they needed, or had the war just become more dangerous? With the future uncertain and the war at its peak, the aliens faced their greatest test yet. The battle for survival was far from over, and the cost of victory would be higher than anyone could imagine.
The war reached a terrifying peak as the Deathworlders unleashed their hidden weapon, tearing through the alien defenses with unstoppable force. Cities burned, and hope seemed to slip away like smoke in the wind. The aliens fought desperately, but their strength was fading fast. Just when all seemed lost, the mysterious ship made a sudden and shocking move. It turned against the Deathworlders, attacking their fleet with fierce power. The alien leaders stared in disbelief. Was this their long-awaited savior, or another player with its own dark agenda? The battle shifted quickly as the mysterious ship's attacks gave the aliens a chance to regroup and push back. The Deathworlders, caught off guard, scrambled to defend themselves. Suspense filled every moment as the outcome hung on a knife's edge. Meanwhile, deep underground, the explorers made a startling discovery about the ancient device. It was not just a weapon, it held the key to peace, but only if used wisely. The young soldier rushed to deliver this news to the leaders, hoping to end the war before it destroyed them all. But trust was fragile. Some leaders feared the mysterious ship's true intentions and hesitated to believe in the ancient power's promise. Time was running out, and the enemy was regrouping for one final attack. As the last battle loomed, secrets were revealed, alliances tested, and sacrifices made. The fate of the alien world depended not just on strength, but on courage, trust, and the hope that even in the darkest moments, peace might still be possible. The war was far from over, and the final chapter was yet to be written. The final battle began with a storm of fire and steel. The alien forces, strengthened by the ancient device and the mysterious ship's sudden attack against the Deathworlders, fought with every ounce of courage they had. Explosions lit up the sky as the two sides clashed in a desperate fight for survival. The young soldier led a bold charge toward the enemy's command ship, hoping to end the war once and for all. Inside, the battle trust and fear battled within the alien leaders. Some still doubted their strange ally, but the urgent need for unity was clear. Without it, all would be lost. As the battle raged, the ancient device pulsed stronger, spreading energy that shielded the aliens and weakened their enemies. The mysterious ship moved fiercely, breaking through enemy lines and giving hope to the weary fighters. Slowly, the tide of war began to turn. In a final, dramatic moment, the young soldier faced the Deathworlder commander. A fierce duel decided the fate of the war. With courage and skill, the soldier struck a decisive blow. The enemy fleet faltered and began to retreat. The war was over. The aliens had survived against all odds, but their world was changed forever. The mysterious ship revealed itself as guardians of peace, offering help to rebuild what was lost. Hope returned, but the scars of battle remained. The aliens learned a hard lesson. Sometimes asking for help brings danger, but with courage and trust, even the darkest battles can lead to new beginnings. The stars shone brighter that night, promising a future shaped by hope, not fear.